Hey, casual crypto investor family. It is the casual crypto investor, and I am back with another video. In this video, we have some breaking news that took place yesterday. Sorry, I couldn't make a video on it yesterday. I was up to my eyeballs in work, but nevertheless, great news from Brad Garlinghouse. He has stated that Ripple is going to settle with the SEC. No formal announcement from the SEC has come yet, but we are, hoping to hear something sometime, hopefully early next week. And yeah, this is just awesome news to hear. But again, there's a few more things that we need to tie up in regards to the lawsuit. I have an article that kind of helps to break things down so we can all understand what needs to take place in order for us to kind of finally get to the finish line. So I'm going to share that content with you in a second. But before we do, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We're up over 0.5% right now, still above a $3 trillion market cap, which is great. Bitcoin was at, I think I saw it at 108, but right now it's at $107,000 right now. It's up almost 5% over the 7-day. Ethereum still just below 2,500, sitting up 6% on the 7-day as well. XRP has had a great run. A lot of this is off the heels of the news that broke yesterday in regards to Ripple going to be settling with the SEC. And so right now we're up almost 6% on the 7-day. So super excited for this, man. This is a huge domino that's going to fall once we tie this up. We have a few more dominoes that we need to kind of solidify, like things like, ETFs, other, obviously, crypto legislation too is another one that needs to be kind of taken care of. So there are some other things that need to happen. And I feel like in order for not just XRP, but the entire crypto market to kind of rebound, or not rebound, but to, go to more higher heights, I guess. So, we're waiting for these things, but this is a huge domino, especially for XRP and Ripple, and as well as the overall crypto market. All right. Quick shameless plug. Definitely make sure to follow me on X. If you want to stay updated what's happening in the crypto space, what's happening with the casual crypto investor, please definitely follow me on X. It'd be a really big help. And that way you can stay updated, because sometimes it's easier for me to tweet than it is for me to make a video. All right, so let's get into the news. This is what you clicked on the video for, so let's get into it. So it says, XRP news today, Ripple drops appeal, eyes ETF boom as SEC case nears in, Bitcoin at $107,000. All right, so let's get into it. So it says in the article, the twist and turns in the ongoing SEC versus Ripple case continue to drive XRP volatility on Friday, June 27th, which was yesterday. This is a quote from Brad Garlinghouse, basically saying Ripple is dropping our cross appeal, and the SEC is expected to drop their appeal. And they previously said, we're closing this chapter once and for all and focusing on what's most important, building the internet of value lock in. All right. That's what I love to hear, man. That's what I love to hear. I'm clapping it up right there. All right. It's time to lock in. We have been in jail for 5 years now, and it sucks, man. I have gone through it, man. And I can't even tell you what I've gone through with XRP, man. It's just unreal. And man, I'm just happy. I think I might almost cry when this thing is over, man, because I've been in this trenches for 5 years now, as well as many of you, right? And man, it's going to feel good. I'm definitely going to have to crack open a bottle or something when this thing is over. All right. Moving on, it says Ripple withdrew its cross appeal despite Judge Annalisa Torres rejecting a second joint motion for an indicative ruling on settlement terms on June 26. This is also coming from pro crypto lawyer Bill Morgan, reacted to the announcement, stating that the SEC versus Ripple is finally over. Common sense prevailed. Programmatic sales are not investment contracts. Ripple has found other ways to sell XRP to institutions. XRP itself is not a security. All right. And so, man, when this lawsuit is over, what do you think is going to happen with these institutions? They are going to be buying XRP up, and especially with the ETFs too as well. We also have a statement coming from John Deaton too as well. Amicus Curiae attorney John Deaton, who represented almost 80,000 XRP holders in the case, had few words to simply say, basically saying that, and then it ended. Absolutely. Okay. I feel like Shout out to JC, man. Jesus Christ, it is finished, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. All right, I'm telling you, man, it has been a journey for many of us, and man, I cannot wait to get to that sweet end of end ruling that we're all waiting for. All right, so what's next? So obviously, legally, you have to kind of put a bow on many other things before we actually kind of put the big bow on it. So the article did a really good job of breaking it down. So it says, despite the market jubilation, Ripple's announcement does not mark the formal end of the case. All right. So there are a couple things we need to be mindful of. It says Ripple and the SEC must file motions with the Court of Appeals seeking dismissal of the appeals. A formal withdrawal by the SEC would leave Judge Torres ruling on pragmatic sales of XRP in place. In 2023, Judge Torres ruled that pragmatic sales of XRP did not satisfy the third prong of the Howey test, which concerns expectations of profits from the efforts of others. Notably, the SEC's formal appeal withdrawal could expedite XRP spot ETF approvals, which I think is a huge domino that would definitely have an effect on the price, potentially driving XRP to record highs. Moving on, it says XRP's reaction to Brad Garlinghouse announcement was relatively muted by historical standards, rising to a June 27 high of $2.15, underscoring market caution ahead of any SEC announcement. So again, I think right now, to the article's point, I think the market is being cautious because we've had so many ups and downs. We win this part, but then there's something else that jams us up. SEC wants to appeal, then they want to counter, then they want to do that, but now since we have new leadership from the presidential standpoint, from a new SEC chair, I think this thing will end relatively quickly. I'm hoping that things get in before the end of July. That's my time frame, I think, but who knows? It might end a little bit sooner. We'll find out this week if the SEC actually comes out to make an announcement. I think that could be huge for XRP and Ripple. Basically stating if the SEC is like, hey, look, we messed up, or hey, look, we want to work with crypto, crypto organizations, especially the ones that are founded here in America. And, we're maybe something say something to the effect of, hey, we're looking to work with them and to, push this industry forward. I know they have to be somewhat mindful of the verbiage that they have to use. But again, if they have something that's actually pro crypto, I think that will definitely make just crypto in general and the entire market very, very bullish. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this article. Let me know where you're at with it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you cautiously optimistic? Are you jumping for joy? Let me know in the comment section down below in regards to letting me know where your head is at with all these things happening right now. And I'll see you all in the next video. Again, if you like the content, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.